I didn't think that I'd be covering this again, but every time a new patch comes, I can't help but criticize and ridicule it, so I'll start with Yunpei looks boring, unimpressive, uninspiring, non-crediting, and monkey-brained. She's got a fat-ass sword going for her, and she looks like a princess-looking dork, dumbass who makes the girl from Slay the Princess look smart because we all know princesses are airheaded idiots. And by that I mean her whole getup, crown, dress, the fact this bimbo isn't wearing any shoes because, like, for fuck's sake, please put on some shoes, you gross grass walker. We all know gacha gamers live in their mother's basements anyway.
Wait a minute. What's this hot pot got to do with you anyway? Let's cut to the chase already. What happened to catching up with pals?
Especially because she keeps interrupting others during the 2.4 livestream and continuously stuffs her face like the literal pig she is. She did that like 7 times I counted, and just wow, she can't keep it professional, huh? Probably because she's majorly retarded and lacking in talent. I bet on release she even makes an oink sound from how unmannered she is. Yunpei is an absolute oinker.
Me and Old Metal have a deep connection. Every time I get into a scrap, I ask Old Metal, which one do you want to strike? Old Metal usually says something like, let's start here and end there.
What kind of sword name is Old Metal? Is this girl some deranged lunatic or something? Who in the fuck calls their sword Old Metal? Old man Kakashi would be shitting the bed crying right now just hearing how bad that is.
As a physical type character following the path of destruction, gentle persuasion isn't really my style.
Of course you're a physical type, because that's clearly the only type your brain is able to consider despite the fact there's fire at your feet in your splash art. My overall opinion of you has somehow degraded even further beyond the normal scope of a character in an anime mobile game.
When attacked, she immediately launches a counter on the attacker, dealing damage to the target and adjacent enemies.
Wow, so she's literally just Clara the Second. Man, I really don't care for her then, because Clara unfortunately doesn't line up with my waifu tier list. She's trash tier.
Which allows me to sustain lower damage and taunt all enemies. In addition, my ordinary counter is upgraded to powerful counter, which deals higher damage.
That damage does not lie. Still though, none of my characters do that much damage because I can't be bothered to upgrade them that much. So, off to the dump with this big dumb hoe. The only thing that interests me in this next Honkai Star Rail update is honestly just the Sword Virgin 7th, because let's be honest, this absurd retard of a defender does a terrible job at it. I mean, her shields are so weak because you can only place them on one person before her selfish narcissistic ass decides, I can't do it anymore, Kalis. No one used her because anyone including who could be considered her husband Jeopard does a better job than her, despite him being as dim-witted and stupid as she is. Not to mention more ugly because this is an anime mobile game with waifus. Who cares about men characters in a Hoyo Cuck game? I mean, even Azure and Lame knows its players only play the game for waifus. A sword version at least gives us a reason to use her despite her still being a bird brain in every conversation. Seriously, she's just so irritating. It's like another Paimon if she grew legs and was just slightly lower in pitch. She's just another Tweety from Looney Tunes because her Tweeter full of Sims is all she cares about. I mean, seriously, March X Kalis, get a room please. Virgin 7th simply can't go a day without flashing her tits online. Feel bad for Kalis on that one.
March 7th, the Hunt's basic attack deals imaginary damage.
Vlad honestly told us about the basic fucking attack. Is this guy nuts or what? Who the fuck cares about some lame-ass basic attack? I just want to know the skill in Ultimate, you slow bastard. What does it take for a game running this long to show you that every basic attack is basic? Because it is basically the same.
When using her skill, March 7th selects a teammate as master and presents them with a special beverage to increase their speed.
She selects a teammate as master? Wow, can't imagine why anyone would bust that out on Kalis or Stella to increase March X MC even further, because March is clearly just a bisexual hoe and hoping in both universes the opposite gender MC exists between ourselves.
When her master launches an attack or ultimate, March 7th acquires charges. When charges reach a set number of stacks, she immediately takes action again and obtains an enhanced basic attack. Her enhanced basic attack deals set hits of damage to a target enemy, with a chance of dealing further hits.
So basically what you're saying is Virgin 7th is a stupid no-brain who doesn't understand how to attack, so she has to learn from others because she can't comprehend the most basic form of attacks, which is swing your fucking sword.
March 7th can deal damage to a target enemy while improving her next enhanced basic attack.
And For those who were wondering what having March as an apprentice is like, there you have it.
She has to think for her next attack, almost like she literally has no idea how to act on the battlefield. She's quite literally zoned out before she attacks, which is so usual of the moronic cheerleader we now have on the Hunt Squad. Clearly, we should have moved her back to the ice to never wake up again.
Completing specific tasks in the version 2.4's Trailblaze Continuance will unlock March 7th the Hunt. Once unlocked, a path-switching option will appear in the character interface for this.
Okay, honestly, that's just really cool. Nothing else to say here, really. And Zhao Kong is just some healer, which even if he is a healer, we can't ignore the massive Sigma male vibe he gives off, okay? Clearly he's a gay guy and isn't available for women because I hear forcing your own opinions down other people's throats is what Twitter likes to do, just like how Robin shoves dicks down hers.
I am a fire-type character on the path of nihility.
You're a fire-type character even though we just got a major overpowered fire-type Virgin Fly turbo version of Ages, and no one uses healers, so why even release a character no one will use? This man is unimpressive and lacking in the ability to impress audiences, and is an absolute failure of a magical healer. I deem him Uggo II. Blood has reached the lowest.
Case in point, if I were to use my skill to deal blast damage, there would be a chance of simultaneously inflicting a stack of Ashen Roast on the target.
Ashen Roast, huh? You sure you aren't just a little fat? I mean, it just seems like you eat a lot. I don't know, you sound kind of fat. Maybe just a little overweight, unattractive, unappealing, and not like Tin Yun at all, which is honestly just way superior to you, Munchkin Man.
The enemies are trapped in a searing broth, which inflicts damage on each and every one of them.
Sorry, Munchkin Man, that ultimate looks actually incredibly bad.
What the hell is that? It looks like it's just had a giraffe's tongue cut out and deep fat fried.
I think you are the worst character to come from this patch. You seem untalented and every other healer seems better than you. You belong in an even lower tier. But on a more serious note, I already have Woho for healing, so I don't need him nor one, as I hardly care for a guy in this game because I clearly want waifus. Also, that Woho is the best healer in the game and the rest are garbage compared to her. If you dispute that, then you were just wrong. So with that said, he is nothing but unimpressive, uninspiring, despicable, no good trash on my waifu tier list. They also mentioned some Honkai Star Rail X Fate Stay Night collab, which to be honest, with how terrible and bad this anime gacha mobile game is, I don't know how Hoyo Cooks got to collab with Fate, and Fate is even worse for signing on with Hoyo. What a shitty, full of spit, gross ass anime. Clearly for anyone but me. All I hear about Fate is that it's complicated and I haven't watched it, but I can surmise the buttfuckery from here, so I'd rather keep my ass away, thank you. On a final note, this seems like another to be forgotten patch by Hoyo Cooks and Star Rail Simps all over again. UNP actually looks kinda cool though.